Hey everybody, it's Noble, and I'm back again on my night owl type thing. So about in 2020, like late 2020, I got out of a abusive relationship, and it was abusive mentally, emotionally, physically, and even spiritually. And all this time, I've been trying to figure out how to put it in words, and I hadn't been able to until just recently, March 1st, as a matter of fact. So I wanted to read y'all this poem because it's fresh. It's March 1st, 2022. So it's called The Valley, and I just want to read it to you and then maybe share a few thoughts with you. So here it is, my original poem, The Valley. Through being devalued, I learned my self-worth. Now sweet nothings cause suspicion, and I give potential suitors a wide berth. In my mind, I see a valley, a dry riverbed runs through it. Where there was once life, there is now only dust, and there are bones to prove it. You see, if a mountain is the peak, then the valley is the pit. I thought you were my peak, but really, you were just a piece of shit. You walked with me underfoot, I was lower than the gum on the bottom of your shoe. You said because of your past pain, you were broken. I thought I could love you through. Your lips said yes, but your actions said no. Even when I begged you to stay, it gave you too much pleasure to go. You see, you knew I would be there waiting, crying in words to the bone. I called and texted you nonstop. I prayed that God would bring you safely home. When you finally returned, there was always pain in your eyes. You looked as if you'd gone through hell and asked forgiveness for your lies. This only made me love you harder and try to understand your pain. Besides, I knew if I rejected your explanation, you would become angry and make me feel ashamed. You would say that I was the one to blame, and it was because of me that sometimes you just needed to leave, that you couldn't trust me, and that it was you I was trying to deceive. Your accusations made me feel as if I couldn't breathe. How could I not realize my behavior? You said I only thought of myself, though everything I did was to stay in your favor. I I never knew I was such a bad person, and I didn't know what to change to be better. You said I was lucky you loved me, and in love that I was your debtor. That you would show me how to be a better person. I made sure your self-worth grew. You made sure mine worsened. To me, you were the earth, but to you, I was less than a human being. Just a stupid fat bitch with low self-esteem. At times I thought of giving up, but I remembered the promise I gave you. I made this commitment, and through hell or high water, I was determined to stay true. I decided that I would do everything I could to make it work and be patient because you needed to heal. So I waited for you to be able to love me. I waited 3 fucking years. You see, even though I was showing you something different, you were giving me the same pain you had received. You were cruel and malicious. To put it plainly, you were just plain mean. The devil in the bow, sing, siren, sing. You respected nothing, not even your ring. You used to say, bought sense is the best sense. Well, I paid for every lick of sense I got. I finally became strong enough to let you go, and now I'm putting me in your spot. You see, there is only respect and loyalty. If you don't respect me, then you won't be loyal to me. And if you are not loyal to me, it's because you don't respect me. Trust issues, man. So, yeah, when I wrote that, man, I was so like hyped because it was finally what I was trying to say. It wasn't anything drawn out, but it was the truth, you know? And we all go through things. We all go through bad relationships, whether it's romantic, whether it's with your friends, whether it's with your family. And some people you just gotta let go. And you gotta know that you're strong enough. You gotta learn the value of yourself. It took for somebody to treat me like I was nothing to realize that I was worth and worthy of love. I know y'all see Nefertiti in the back. Nefertiti, see she know her name. That's my kidding. Nefertiti. She trying to be in the video, but I just wanted to tell y'all that you strong enough, and wherever you at, get down, girl. Get down. Wherever you at in your life, whether you still in that relationship, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up because it's a hard transition. When you love somebody, you can know everything that they're doing, but you know that you love them and that you're not ready to let them go. And it happens because when you really love somebody, you never stop loving them. You always love them. It's just the dynamics of your relationship change. And that's okay. Sometimes you gotta respect the person's decision. You gotta respect the motherfucker's decision. Like they mouth could say one thing, but the way they treating you lets you know that they don't want to be with you. And you gotta respect that. Whether it's what you would choose for y'all or not, they made that decision. So one of my heartbreak songs I tend to listen to. Hold on. Now get down, get down. She wanna play. One of my heartbreak songs that I listen to is Worst Behavior by Drake. Because I got to remind myself that even though I love this person, it doesn't mean that I receive that in return. Like, even though I was this person's friend, doesn't mean they were my friend. Even though it was unconditional, doesn't mean that they didn't have conditions. Even though, I let this person bound through every boundary, doesn't mean that they didn't stick strong to theirs, even when they were irrational, unrealistic, or just cruel. You see, I will watch a person burn down a bridge. I won't help them, but I will watch them as they burn it down, as they throw firewood and gasoline and kerosene on the bridge. And every time they throw something on it, it'll break my heart. I'll crumble just that much. And when they light that match, I'll beg them not to throw it. And then they threw it. And when they threw it, it broke my heart. I broke into pieces. And as I watched that bridge burn, I wept. But once that bridge was burnt, I got up, I stood on my own 2 feet, I wiped my tears, I put my head held high, and I walked away and I didn't look back. Because even though I didn't help you, I didn't try to stop you from burning it, I didn't help you neither. So once you burn that bridge, I'm not throwing no life road, I ain't sending no boat, nothing. You know? Because you burned it all by yourself. I used to get mad because I would think I should have cheated, I should have did this, I should have did that, but it gave me a freedom when I left that person that I didn't do anything because I had nothing to apologize for. You know what I mean? And one thing I take from it is, you touched me, not like in a real way, not like physically, but this person touched me in a way that I'm forever changed. And even though some of the stuff I'd rather not have went through, I wouldn't take away what I learned from going through. But you didn't change my heart. Because the next person who's worthy of that, who come across my path and who can reciprocate that love, I'm going to love them with all my heart. You didn't break me. You didn't change me. You hurt me, but I am still here. I am still standing. And when I couldn't walk, God carried me. So y'all keep that in mind. Never let a person change your heart. When that person worthy come around, you love them with everything that you got, and you don't hold back because of this person in the past that wasn't worthy of you. So that's all I want to say. I love y'all. Y'all are wonderful. Y'all are awesome. You can do anything you want. You're valued. It wouldn't be the same if you weren't here. You're needed. Somebody loves you. You don't hear it enough, but somebody loves you. I love you. Peace.